August 20th, Brooks is swathing down the oats. As you can see, the hills are greener, the low places are dead ripe. That's typical of an early drought. Then you get rain. Normally it's the other way around. The hills are ripe, the low places are green.
I don't know, I've never seen a crop just completely flat on the ground.
You heard Brooks in the background. He said he doesn't see it too often where the crop is flat on the ground. You can see the hills, the green. There's just a few weeds there, but most of it is oats, the green. A lot of green coming underneath. Feed the cows in here in the winter time. The first calvers, the second calvers, and old cows. So there's heavy manure on here for the last 30 years. Matter of fact, this spring, this oats, I did not do any fertilizing. Corn last year did not do any fertilizing. Plain and simple, when the crops are ripe and you get rain, everything starts coming. Pigeon grass, kochia, thistle.
I just came back to the old farm. I can take this tractor home. Had to haul a load of bales. We got the yearlings down there. We baled up a slough down there and had a load of bales to get out of there right away. So to haul those bales out, but taking a lot longer than we thought. We were having issues with the baler, not wanting net wrap, not wanting to tie. Some of these bales we're gonna have to be careful handling some of these bales here. Just having trouble with it starting. I can see that bale right there. You can see the net wrap on there looks funny. And right there by that rock pile there, there's a lot of wad of net wrap there. Just having problems. I think we got it fixed, but wasn't good. Oh yeah, and I found this lane in my field over here in a slough. I don't know what the heck this is. Some sort of, I don't know what this is. No idea. I don't know what it is. I don't know. But yeah, that's that wind today. Yeah, look at all the smoke moving in it again. Hazy, and I can smell the smoke. Yeah, just waiting for a pickup here, so gonna go home and eat something. Dad's running a little bit behind for baling. I had to bale some other stuff I raked up last night, so. But yeah, tackling sloughs though today. Had a little bit of second cut to do. So I raked quite a bit of it already, but can't quite finish. Well, I could finish raking it, but wait for Dad to bale some of that up, and then I'll come back to it. Then I'm gonna get back done eating here. I'm gonna jump to the other side of the slough and rake a lot of that, and then I got another. Well, gotta pick and choose, but to rake and bale on it. It's some stuff I don't want to bale, just some cockleburrs and some of that brown thistle that likes to grow in sloughs, and mainly, so a lot of it's not really worthwhile to bale. Along there, I see the soybeans are starting to turn. Just noticed that. You can see it on the gravel pit field there too, turning more yellow. That's on the lighter soil. They're pretty much done. They're done. So you can see where the other beans have had more moisture to pull from. Darker green. What? It'll cure. That's the early maturing beans here that are going. So who knows? Might be 3 weeks for them yet. What a day. Holy smokes. I'm still going yet. I'm rowing some bales yet tonight. Pulling bales out of the slough so we can haul them tomorrow. So the payloader doesn't sink and make ruts. So I've been kind of gathering bales, organizing them somewhat. And yeah, I'm going back to this slough here. I got some soybeans here. It's this big slough here that see all the weeds. We didn't bale up much here because there's cockleburrs and that brown thistle weed or whatever you want to call it again. I don't know what the heck I want to call it, but this side anyways. But on the west side though, it was more or less cattail, some stemmy stuff, and some reed canary grass growing, so we baled up that. Wasn't much for weeds there, so I want to spray the slough someday, get a good kill down here, so hopefully I can see through this next year. I don't know, find out. I can't believe the slough is dry though, unbelievable. Had a heck of a time just seeding this thing, and now we're getting cut everything down here, and we baled up some of it. Then that was edible. I would call it whatever was edible, and not weeds. So actually, leave those 2 bales there. What am I doing? I'm gonna take those 2 bales home with me. Why not? Pretty nice. Not too bad of bales, really. They'll work good for bedding or feeding on a cold winter day. They'll come in handy. But we got a lot of bales to haul right now. We got a lot of bales to haul. We're going to start doing some tomorrow, and yeah, we'll see how far we get. And then we got to focus on, it's supposed to be pretty windy tomorrow, so after tomorrow, got to focus on doing some swathing, and then start combining some of the flax too. So after we get done with the organic stuff, we'll have more slough hay to do then, depending how much it rains, if it rains at all. Hope these bales don't get flooded for some weird reason here. I mean, it's kind of a higher point here, so I think they should be okay here. But then it gets really soft just another 30 feet that way then, so I don't know. It's getting old. All this land you can't plant into because it's flooded every spring. And then the fall of the year then it's dry. Just stupid. Yes, he is. Hey, girls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, right? You girls all here. Hey, buddy. 13. What? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yep, they're all here. Okay. Hey, buddy. I know it's dark out. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Hey, buddy. Girls just peachy over here. At least they're all here. I don't know if someone was limping or not, but at least they're all here yet. Yep, we got hay to haul. Holy smokes. Wouldn't have such wet springs, you wouldn't have as much slough hay to deal with, but yeah, this usual slough here, giving a bunch of hay again. Nice, mostly nice slough hay too, like pretty nice. Last year we didn't haul these, I actually had them rode out in the fields. If some of you remember this spring, we hauled them home before we had some of that all that rough weather right before calving and during calving. You know, we hauled all these slough bales home then and fed them to the cows, and they came in handy, and they were nice hay too. They worked really well. But we're bringing them home right away this year now. So the first round around the slough, you know, I grabbed a little bit of cattail and there's some grass, but you know, they're a little more raunchy. I mean, they're still pretty good yet for slough. You just feed them on a, you know, snow on the ground, and yeah, the cow should actually clean them up pretty good yet. But yeah, we got well over 100 bales around the slough here, plus we had I think 60 oat straw bales too. That's why we got the orange trailer back hooked up here again. So using the orange trailer, we can haul a little more hay than dropped off the back pole trailer. I mean, I could have used it today, but it just gets to be way too long, and I can't make sharp turns to begin with anyways, but I really can't make any sharp turns, so but yeah, I got an orange trailer we can haul, at least for hauling straw or stover. We can haul 2 extra bales on it. We can usually only haul 10 bales mostly. That's just regular hay bales, grass bales, alfalfa bales, whatever. Even that's a lot of weight, but straw a little lighter and stover, so we can put 2 extra bales on top, then carry 12 bales in this trailer. Then yeah, that's what I was doing last night. I was getting the bales away from the slough there because Dad was just dumping them for the most part where he ties it. So I came with the TS6 then and pull them out, then kind of got the bales organized, you know, string wrap bales together, and then some raunchier net wrap bales, you know, got them organized, and then the oat straw, keeping them separate. So kind of just doubled up all the bales, so easier grabbing and quicker grabbing at the pillar. Then theoretically here too, like that slough dead ahead here, I should be able to see it straight ahead through that. A little dip and then up on that rise and then head over. Then when we get to the cattails, I haven't been able to do that the last, well, I guess 20, did I get through that 2021 I got through there, I guess, but 18, 19, 20, 22 and this year just can't get through up there. Like say then the fall of the year then comes around here, it's just bone dry then, you know, no problem. nuts. But, oh yeah, don't mind the floating toolbox there. Magic. Now I want another toolbox, and I mean it does have one here, but I don't really like that toolbox a whole lot. I don't know. We got some stuff in there, but I wanted to get the darn tools out of here. Make it more roomy in here. Just cleaning up this tractor a little bit. The fender arm there, metal arm there, actually has slotted holes up there where it mounts up the plastic piece there, and yeah, I just drilled 2 holes in the plastic to match up, and drilled 2 holes in the toolbox, and used some bolts, and good to go. Plus then I got you see there's some duct tape on there. I put a shim in there, a piece of wood, so it'll help prevent it from bouncing as much. That should last a long time. Seems pretty stout there, so got the handful of tools there now to get this cab cleaned up a little bit. Yeah, so got a little more tidier in here. Got more space, tidied in here, and I also put a sealed toolbox. Well, it's not a toolbox, it's actually like a pretty stout box, sealed container that I put on the sprayer, so I can I got some stuff out of here then, just to get more room back. This tractor gets awfully cluttered during the summer. Just cluttered. It gets old. You have no room for stuff. So it was nice to put that toolbox up. I know to be honest, it does look kind of stupid the way it just sits there. But yeah, there's really no other. I was gonna mount it on the front weights on here, but it just, that was easier. So, but I want to put one on the TG yet, and the 8870 yet. Toolbox somewhere. I might end up having to actually build a bracket for where the front weights are at. So, I think they should. Well, the 8870 is fine because the headlights are up higher, but the TG, I think the TG will be fine. A little bit different. Like this tractor, if I would have put the mounted toolbox on the front weight somehow, it would have impeded the front headlights, main beams. It would have impeded too much, so that's why I couldn't put it there. I was maybe going to put it on the side of the weights, but I just got to thinking, well, if we ever have to pull the tractor, get stuck in the chain or something like that, the toolbox could be in the way, or turning maybe, I don't know. So I just decided to mount it on this tractor. That was pretty straightforward. That was pretty darn easy, to be quite honest. So it's a little high up, you know, to see in, but yeah, I can see in just fine, but somebody shorter than me might have trouble. But 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. God, there's almost a full load here again. Jeez. Man, it doesn't look, it's because I kind of organized the bales here at there's just a lot of bales here. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot, but it adds up. Yeah, we'll have to do some fall spraying here on these fields. I mean, where these oats were at on this field, I only sprayed it once this year. You know, it's the only time we sprayed it was after seeding and oats were coming up. But there's a lot of stuff coming, so gotta do some fall spraying here. Guys, remember from this past winter coming through here now, just having a repressed memory coming back again. Mountains of snow on either side. What a piece of junk. Ugh. Gosh darn, what a nightmare last winter. What a flippin' nightmare. Stupid. Yeah, starting to accumulate a lot of bales here now. Not a whole lot of alfalfa and grass bales, but a lot of slough and straw. for the year. We still haven't met our quota for the year yet. That bales we want to make, but hopefully we'll still have. Well, we still got some more sloughs yet to do once we get the organic flax done, and then my flax east of the yard here. Then we'll have some sloughs to do there yet to clean up, and I don't know how much more slough hay we'll go. I bet we'll get another 100 bales of slough bales. I bet if it depends on the weather though, if it rains or not. But I bet we're gonna get at least another 100 bales yet. See what happens with the corn then. We'll have some store to do. We got some of ours to do, and then we asked the neighbor. Neighbor has corn right here again. Over here, we're probably gonna do some of that as well, like we did a couple years ago. But you know, like our quota for alfalfa and grass bales, yeah, it's not like last year. Quality-wise, like I think the quality is pretty good for those bales, but you know, just not as much. Quantity-wise, it's a little bit lower. Yeah, quite the load. I don't know what does that come to? 30. Well, so just say, you know, say we haul. Well, we're hauling 31 bales right now. Oh no, we were hauling 30 bales. We only had 4 up on top because I got a little slough hay there. But you know, just say hauling 30 bales, 12 to 1,300 pounds, 6,000 plus the weight of the trailers. There could be 40,000 pounds back there when we're just using alfalfa and grass bales. Don't think you meant it. Looks fine. Of course, big combine coming down the road. Good grief, man. As I mentioned before, I have really, really bad luck on the roads. And that wasn't even that bad.